hello. Once again, this year, as we gather around our tables with family and probably friends, we want to remember the most vulnerable in our communities. But we also want to reflect on all of the many blessings that God has bestowed upon us throughout the year. For me, daily journaling causes me to focus on the things that I'm thankful for. And I usually tell the Lord every single day just how grateful I am for my family, for LSSSC, for just, the people that come along and support us, and for the people that we're able to serve. So I hope as we enter this week of Thanksgiving that people have set aside as the week of gratefulness, that we will not forget just how we've been blessed so that we can be a blessing to others. As I drove into the office this morning, and then after I got here, I shared with Ryan, who's my assistant, how emotional I became in my car this morning as I was listening to various Christian songs. Before I turned on Pandora, I remember praying and saying to the Lord, when I turn it on, let it be songs that I recall some of the old songs. And just like that, it was one song after the other that came on and reminded me of Thanksgiving. Not just a holiday, but just all of the things God has done. And I became so overwhelmed with emotion because I was just so grateful thinking back on where God has brought me from. And I hope you can experience something like that in your life, where you can look at where you were and look at where you are now, and you know that it wasn't you, but it was God. But also, as I was driving in, I couldn't help but think about a scripture that I've relied on for many, many years, and it's more than one verse. It's a lot of verses. So it's in 2 Samuel, and it's where Nathan, the prophet, where he was visited by God, and God, told him to share the covenant that he was going to create with David. And David is now king, and you can go and read all of that, but the part that stands out to me, and has stood out to me, and I've used my name in that scripture many, many years, and have prayed it over my son and grandson, is David's prayer to the Lord. And the first couple of verses says, "Who am I that you even think of me? And who's my family that you've done all of these things for us?" And those are my words. You can go and read that scripture, or those scriptures. You need to read a whole prayer, because it just shows you how overwhelmed David was that God thought of him. And that's me. And I hope it's you too. That you can look at yourself today and you can say, oh my God, who am I? That God, you thought of me, and that you've blessed my family so much. And so, even though I'm blessed, I do believe that we're blessed to be a blessing to others. And so for those that may be less fortunate and vulnerable, I hope that we'll open our hearts to them and do all we can to make sure that their lives are a little bit better. And I know you will. It is indeed a privilege and honor to lead Lutheran Social Services Southern California. I'm thankful to the staff, to the volunteers, to our donors, to our board, and to all of the people that have rallied around us to make sure that we continue to serve the most vulnerable. God bless you this lovely Thanksgiving week. And I hope that your table's full and that you experience joy, peace, and love this week. Have a great and happy Thanksgiving.
thank you so much for watching. For more information, go to the link in the description. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell so that you're notified when newer videos are being uploaded. Thanks.